Thanks for joining us tonight for our first Info Zoom for our spring cleanse starting April 18th. My name is Deetra Clark, and I'm a Green Diamond with Purium. I've been with Purium just over a year, and it has been everything that I never knew that I needed. And so tonight, the purpose of our Zoom call is really just to give you information about our company, our superfoods, our farming practices, and why everybody needs this foundational nutrition in their life. And so I'll just open by sharing just a little bit about my own health story, and then I want to share with you about our superfoods. So my background is that I have been really passionate about the brain gut connection for many, many years. I'm a therapist by trade. And so we are a spirit, we're a soul, and we're a body. And so the body heals as one unit. And I felt very, very confident in sharing that message. And I was doing some supplementation for many years and eating 100% organically for over 9 years. So I never really considered myself to be suffering or having any kind of problems per se. I considered myself to be pretty healthy. And then a year ago, I learned about the difference between isolated chemistry versus organic superfoods and started my own superfood journey. And when I started that journey, I realized how many deficits I had in my nutrition and just in every day that I had just kind of come to accept as normal. I just thought it was normal that after I ate, I still had cravings or I wanted a snack. And I thought it was because I worked out so much, that I had really, really high metabolism, but it was actually that I was nutrient deficient. And I also thought that my heavy menstrual cycles was because I had 4 kids and I had nursed all 4 of my kids. And I just thought that that just kind of went with the territory, and have later learned that my heavy cycles and PMS symptoms, irritability, needing a nap, all of those things were really related to the isolated chemistry that I was using for many years. I was overworking my liver in my efforts to add in all the nutrients that I knew that I was missing, but I was adding them in with the wrong things because I did not understand a year ago about regenerative health. I did not understand about organic superfoods, and I really didn't understand the difference between fast farming practices and the farming practices that we use with our company here at Purium. So with that, Jen, if you will start to share the slides, I'd love to talk a little bit about our farms and our health opportunity here. So the name of our company is Purium. It stands for pure and premium. And we are a farm to family manufacturer. We've been around for over 27 years, providing beyond organic nutrition. And we used to be on the shelves in stores for many years. And then the owners decided that that was not the best way to get the message out about these solutions that we're offering. And so about 12 years ago, we moved to a social sharing model of how we share this mission and how we spread the message about our superfoods, which is what we're doing now. So we are person to person, social media, having events to really share that people have these amazing superfoods at their disposal. And so we are all organic. We are sprouted, wind dried, which means that we do not heat any of our crops, because when you heat food, you lose so much of the nutritional value. We use proper crop rotation, add back in minerals and water, and we are third party tested. We use green manure. So really all of that is to say that we are not fast farming practiced here. And we believe in real food for real results, because the quality of your food directly impacts the quality of your life. So our promise to purity and potency is that we have an in-house microbiologist. Actually, one of the owners of our company is a biochemist. And so every single ingredient runs through 5 tiers of quarantine before it goes out. And purity for us means, because purity means something different for every company, but for us, purity means there are no traces of heavy metals, no GMOs, no pesticides, no herbicides, no insecticides, no biocides, no binders, no fillers, no colors, no preservatives, no additives. And Purium is beyond USDA organic standards. And the reason that we can stand behind that and say that with such confidence is because the reason we have the USDA organic seal is because of the owner of our company, Dave Sandoval. So a little bit about our superfoods. So we have over 100 superfood options within the Purium brand, but we're just going to share on a few tonight, kind of our foundational nutrition that I believe everybody benefits from baby up into geriatrics. Every person that is breathing and living their life benefits from these superfoods. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is actually the one that I started with. It is our ultimate lifestyle transformation. And so, our ultimate lifestyle transformation, we really focus on deep nourishment. And if you look at any of our labels, you'll be able to see that we don't have hundreds of ingredients on our labels because our superfoods, we are focused on phytonutrients and micronutrients. And so, everything on our label is going to read organic fruits and organic vegetables. We work with helping you to improve your energy, your digestion, deeper sleep, a more balanced mood, and we really work with helping you to have gut repair because your gut is really your first brain. And most all of your functions are housed in your gut, your immune system, your mood. So when people struggle with anxiety or depression or poor emotional regulation, really that is a gut health issue. And so in the ultimate lifestyle transformation, what is included in that is 60 days worth of meals, 4 bags of Power Shake, which is 96% of all the nutrition that you need in a day in one shake. It's the equivalent 4 to 6 organic superfood salads. We include 2 bags of Biomedic, which is a prebiotic and it is a probiotic that is scientifically proven to remove glyphosate, which is the main ingredient in Roundup. It is an oral antibiotic. It's a carcinogen. It's sprayed on all of our crops. It's in our water. It's in the air that we breathe. And it really, really destroys the gut microbiome, and we're all impacted by it. It's been sprayed in large abundance since 1980. And so when scientific studies were done for people who took just one Biomedic, they found that it removed up to 70% of glyphosate with just one capsule. We recommend people taking 2 to 4. The third component of the ultimate lifestyle transformation is the Super 23 amino, which is a plant-based vegan amino acid. It is your protein. So our bodies actually need amino acids to build and to repair joint, muscle, and connective tissue more than they need protein. And so this is a simple structure that our body can actually recognize and utilize, and it's bioavailable to us within 23 minutes. It's listed in the physician's desk reference, and it was originally designed for people who were on bed rest to keep their muscles from deteriorating. And the fourth component is our apothecary juice, which is a delicious organic cherry tart juice that has been grown in regenerative soils, and it helps with decreasing inflammation in the body. It helps with natural melatonin production. And so we actually don't want to supplement by taking melatonin. So we encourage people to use the apothecary because it helps your body to naturally produce more of this hormone that it's already producing. And it helps with gout. So people who struggle with digestive upset, it helps to really settle those acidic gases down in the belly. When my daughter had her wisdom teeth removed a few months ago at the end of last year, we actually gave her Apothecary to drink on throughout the day to keep the inflammation down and to help with pain reduction. Because 4 teaspoons of the Apothecary is equivalent to 1 Tylenol. And she never had one problem and was able to go back to school in just a couple days. So it is amazing. And then the last component is something called the Super Cleanse R, which is a gentle parasite cleanse. So it helps to remove pathogens, candida, which is overgrowth of yeast in the body, and parasites. And everybody has parasites. We actually recommend people do a parasite cleanse a few times a year. So this is a natural, gentle support. I know when I say parasites, sometimes people freak out because anybody that's had a cleanse before, something you bought over the counter, those can be really harsh on the body. But since ours has been designed by a microbiologist, it's a very carefully blended proprietary blend that is safe and gentle on your body. So the next package that we have is called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Performance. And so this is actually one of my favorites for several different reasons. It's everything that I just mentioned with the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, but this one also has pre and post workout products to enhance your fitness and to enhance how your body recovers from movement. But it is not just for athletes. So I have 4 kids, and my kids really love these because they have delicious juices in them that are great for helping the body with deep hydration, helping the body with getting more minerals in. And then we have a few superfoods in there that help with removing free radicals from the body. And so free radicals build up in the body and create a lot of inflammation and dis-ease in the joints. And so this is great if you are an athlete looking to add more organic protein that's not going to overwork your liver and wanting to replace synthetic toxic drinks like maybe Gatorade or Powerade. This is great for kids and adults, but it's also just great for people who are wanting to stay really hydrated, and great for your skin, great for kidney filtration, and really helping with moving out toxicity and inflammation in the body. I mentioned earlier that we have over 100 products in our line, but a few more of ours, we have kid offerings. So my children drink what is called the Epigenius Kid Shake every day. That is their breakfast. Our Epigenius Kid Shake is a creamy chocolate, and it has all of your foundational nutrition in it. It's 96% of the nutrition they need in fruits and veggies. And we also have something to help with concentration. And then the third option we're offering for the spring cleanse is the Daily Core 4. And so this is 30 meals instead of 60. So you would take everything that we talked about in the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. You would just take it once a day instead of twice a day. This one does not include that Super Cleanse R, which was the parasite cleanse, but you're welcome to order that separately. So it has the Power Shake, it has the Super 23 Aminos, the Biometic, and the Apothecary. So the 4 main products, kind of the foundation of Purium, that most everybody starts with in some way, are these 4 in front of you. The Super 23 Aminos, which is your plant-based protein. 5 tablets is equivalent to about 30 grams of protein. And the Power Shake, which is an appleberry flavor, so that is that 96% of all of your nutrients and fruits and vegetables, your micronutrients, so that deep nourishing, creating an alkaline environment where you're going to be really satiated. So a lot of people, one of the first things they notice is that they're feeling fuller, they're not having as many cravings. And then the biometic for detoxification from glyphosate, helping to repair the gut, helping to move out things that have built up that can create like leaky gut or damage in the microvilli, and then the apothecary for deep repair and sleep. So getting some good rest, because our body does its best work when it's at rest. And so many of us go to sleep, but we're not really resting. And there's a difference. And so now I'll invite Jen to share her health story. And Jen is actually the reason that I started with Purium, because I know her and we are friends outside of the work we do together. And her story was so captivating to me, just to see the marked change in her in such a short time. She's the reason that I started with Purium. So Jen, if you want to come off and share your story.
Hello, everybody. It's so amazing to see you all here tonight. Thank you so much for coming in on a Sunday evening. We know just how precious it is to have family time. And I'm sure you guys are all busy like all of us, but we just really, really honor you for coming in and really making space for your health. So I would love to share my story. So I'm Jen Rosen. When I first was introduced to Purium products, I was a very stressed out sole entrepreneur. I had a very busy wedding planning company, and because of that, I was constantly running around, eating whatever I could get my hands on. As you can imagine, wedding days are quite stressful for people who are working them. So, I would go, 10 hours, on my feet and just be, taking whatever I could get into my body. And I really did not know anything about nutrition. And so because of that, I dealt with a lot of issues that I did not realize was a direct correlation of what I was putting inside my body. So in my 20s, I actually dealt with, IBS symptoms throughout my 20s. I also dealt with a lot of, I tried to get pregnant for 5 years, so unexplained infertility. I kept going back to the doctor and they said everything was fine, that, nothing was wrong with me, and just to keep trying. And I was a healthy individual. I also was dealing with unexplained nerve pain as well. And that started in my late 20s. And then when I did finally get pregnant, I was really, really sick during that pregnancy. I was nauseous throughout my whole pregnancy, which they say, oh, that's so common and normal, which is not normal to be that sick in your pregnancy. And then I also was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And after I gave birth, it should have been one of the most successful and happy times of my life, because I finally had this new baby. But actually, I was diagnosed with a very rare skin condition, an autoimmune disorder. And it was a very painful skin condition called LS. And I thought my life was over, cried for 2 months. And then I went down this path of realizing that this must be something that I'm doing to myself, because this is not normal. And I went down this path of health, and I searched for about 6 years. I went up and down in pain with my nerve pain, constantly trying to figure out what I could do to reverse autoimmunity. The skin condition that I had, I fluctuated weight. I had heavy periods, very similar to Deetra. My cycles were all over the place, really heavy, painful. Also thought that was because I had 2 kids, but after I was introduced to regenerative health, which was the end of 2019. I remember having a consultation and her saying, this is from inflammation internally, and that nerve pain is coming from your inflamed kidneys. And I was like, what? I had seen podiatrists. I had actually done stem cell injections. I had done cortisone shots. I had seen like 5 different regular doctors. I mean, I had tried everything. The nerve pain was so bad that there were days that I could barely go on walks. I look outside and I see my road, and I just remember trying so hard to go around this bend with my kids without having nerve pain. And it was so debilitating. I mean, as you can imagine, I was a mom in my early 30s, and why can't I take a walk with my kids? You know, that was that was my want. I just want to take a walk with no pain. And after finding out this information, I actually thought I was eating healthy. I was already doing a lot of things that I felt was healthy for my body. And now, you know, I was like, okay, I'm desperate. I need this information. And so I started on this cleanse last January. And within 6 days, I lost 6 pounds of inflammation in like 6 days. Yeah, a pound a day, which was a bonus, right? I wasn't doing it for weight loss. I was really doing it for pain relief. And in 6 days, I had no nerve pain. And I knew right away it was something amazingly special about these products. And also coupled with lifestyle change, right? I just shifted things in my diet. I stopped having like really heavy meals in the morning. I had lighter meals in the morning and kept that detox going in the morning. And then after 30 days, I mean, I just kept getting better. I have before and after pictures I'd be happy to send to you, but my body just changed in such dramatic way. My eyes were brighter. My stomach was way flatter. But also that meant I was like, you know, feeling that like glyphosate leave my body. The parasites were leaving my body. And I started, when I met Deetra, I was a little crabby. I kind of think of myself as someone with like rose-colored glasses on all the time, but I think I was pretty jaded because I was in pain. And so what we say here is that, you know, our thoughts are only as good as how our body feels. And that really is true. If you are laying on your couch miserable, you don't want to get up and be this happy-go-lucky person, right? And live our life, you know, to our fullest. And so really how we treat our bodies is how we show up. And after 30 days, I had lost 18 pounds. I had no nerve pain. My autoimmune had no flare-ups. And now after a year and 4 months, I can say that I'm happily pain-free for a year and 4 months. And I go on not just a walk around I can jog now. I can walk hours with my kids. I can run around my house and have no pain at all. And it's just incredible with just a little shifting in the body and just adding in healthy food, what this can do to your life. And it can reverse things that I didn't even realize. In my 2nd and 3rd month, I was shocked at my monthly cycle, how easy and simple and pain-free it can actually be. And that's just another added bonus that I didn't even realize was coming from a place of acidosis, and that pain and that cramping is not normal. And now I only have a cycle for 2 to 3 days tops and very minimal release. And so it's incredible. Honestly, it's incredible. And then my husband also has joined me, and he's 50 looking like he's 30 and has great energy as well. So thank you for letting me share my story. And if you are on the fence, I just say you have to do this. There's literally nothing to lose. It's the most incredible thing you'll ever do for your body.
Thank you, Jen. I love your story. And Jen's story is really, I remember the shift. It was like somebody just turned the light on, and she was not that way. And then she was, and I feel like I met the real Jen for the first time. And so I do not regret this at all. I actually was a part of another health and wellness company for many, many years. And there is nothing on the market like what we offer here. There's so much marketing and advertisement around supplementation and people promising, but if it is not a whole food source, if it has not been grown in regenerative soils, if it is not organic, we are actually doing more damage to our bodies than helping them, which was the case for me. I was supplementing with things that were marketed as natural and holistic, but they were not. They were made in a lab and with pretty packaging that I was peeing out every day because my body could not absorb it. So we have a spring cleanse that is coming up April 18th. So right after Easter, it's going to be 30 days. And we are calling it our things. And chemical free is really important to me because I want people to know that you can cleanse, but all cleanses are created would be adding value and helping your body to thrive by giving it what it needs. And so the three options to join our cleanse are the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Performance. That's nourishing, detoxing, building lean muscle, which the Super 23 aminos are amazing for that. And then the chemical free pre and post workout. So much marketing goes into pre and post workout, and there's a lot of dangers in taking things that have chemical and color dyes and preservatives in it. So our Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Performance is amazing. Our second option is the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, which is where I told you that I started. That is the foundational nutrition. It's 60 superfood meals in 30 days. So 2 shakes a day, 4 to 6 of that Biometic to help remove glyphosate from the body, Super 23 aminos, the Super Cleanse R to remove those pathogens and pesticides, and then the Apothecary for deep restorative sleep. Our daily Core 4 is foundational nutrition. So it's 30 superfood meals. So once a day for 30 days, where you're going to nourish, remove chemicals and pesticides, build healthy muscle, and deep restorative sleep. And so any one of these packages, you can enter into our 30 days and you will be supported. We are not a company that is a here is your box, good luck. We're a supportive community of regenerative coaches and practitioners. So we have an app where you can submit questions. We have information in there on detox. We have meal plans that have been written for you. We have shopping lists. We have recipes. So tons of support in an app that will be accessible to you where you can submit your questions or just search for what you're looking for. It's already been written for you. We have 2 support calls a week for you to hop on and to ask your questions or just to listen in to learn more. Sometimes you learn more from listening to what other people are experiencing in their process. And then we have a weekly Wellness Wednesday call where we talk about a different topic each week. So we talked about everything from lymphatic health to mold to allergies to children's health to skin health. So those are every week. And then Facebook pages quarterly with group transformations. And so once you're a part of our community, you are a part of our community for your life as a customer. And then you are also personally coached by the person that has invited you to this call. And so you have the group support along with the one-on-one personal support from the person that will be enrolling you here. So I would love to open it up now for any questions that you have. You can put them in the chat or you can just raise your hand and I would love to answer any questions. Don't be shy. Also, the person that invited you here tonight, they have a discount code for you. So 25% off of any of the 3 options that you saw listed here tonight to get you started at a discounted rate and really launch you into our spring cleanse. And so today is the 10th. So ordering today will give you plenty of time to get your kid in time and get your grocery shopping done and let you consult with your person that's going to be supporting you a bit before you get started. What are the farms? Where are the farms where the fruits and vegetables are grown? So we have many, many farms. It takes about 2.5 to 3 years to get a farm to a state of being regenerative. We have farms in California, we have farms in Utah. Those are our main farms. And then our cherry tart juice, that is farmed in Italy in a farm that has regenerative soils. And so we work with local farmers to help them to get their soil in a healthy regenerative place. Yeah, great question. You're welcome.
Yeah, and I was just going to say too, I don't know who brought you here, Elizabeth, but on our website, we actually go into depth on, our farming practices, on our purity and potency. We have all of that. Okay, great. Perfect. Good. I'm glad that she shared that with you.
Mm-hmm. If you'd like more information, Lori can share a resource with you that talks about our farming practices, and she can send that to you so you can read up on that. If you do the daily core 4 and use the products once a day, what do you do the rest of the day for food? That's a great question. So if you do the daily core 4, you would spend the rest of your day eating alkalizing foods. So focusing on whole food nutrition like fruits and vegetables, maybe some quinoa, sweet potatoes, but we really like for you to focus on whole foods because it helps your body to really thrive and to get into a place of alkalinity. It's not a diet, and so we don't want to restrict you. What we encourage is focus on what you can have instead of what you can't, but we have a shopping list and wonderful recipe ideas for you to look at and just to add those into your day to make it easy for you. Yeah, Jen says we have in our app a full 30-day recipe plan as well as a chart of alkaline versus acidic foods. That was super helpful for me when I started. Any other questions?
I was just going to add something to Deetra. It just depends on your goals. So if you're on this call or listening back to the replay, it really just depends on your goals. And I think both Deetra and I, as well as anyone that brought you here, really, we want to make sure that we're curating, these packages for you. So if you are really dealing with, a lot of, fatigue and feeling like you need to take a nap in the day, and, if there's just that's coming from adrenal weakness. And so we can kind of curate a package for you specifically, because we know that not one size fits all for everyone. But like Deetra said, if you are a professional athlete but still wanting to do a cleanse, we would really highly recommend that cleanse plus performance package. If you are a nursing mama, we're going to suggest, the daily core 4 or the cleanse, just minus the super cleanse R. And so we just will, we'll let you know based upon your goals.
Okay. Well, thank you all. We will have another info Zoom on Tuesday of this week, the 12th at 7. So starting a new health protocol is really fun in community. That's one of the reasons we do this. So if you have a friend or a family member and you want them to start with you, invite them to our call on Tuesday, and we would love to support them as well. Thank you for taking a little time out of your night to join us tonight. And if you'll get back with the person that invited you to this call, they can help you to place your order.